Hayato, aka Chumley, is a flailing student who discovers that his greater talent is in card design. So basically he's me if I had a talent in card design. As for his deck, as Judai so eloquently puts it, he runs a bunch of koalas. Sho adds a kangaroo to the deck, transforming what could have been left as a koala deck into a full-on marsupial deck. It's Austra-licious. We can count the existing koalas on one hand. There's Big Koala, Desk Koala, Sea Koala, and Vampiric Koala. There's also the fusions, which consist of Koala of Koala and Master of Oz. So, still one hand if that hand is AI generated with 6 fingers. If we add kangaroos to the calculation, there's Desk Kangaroo and Kangaroo Champ. All this is to say that koalas are not an existing archetype, so this will be the first of the GX series where I design a net new deck. That isn't to say, however, that we're starting completely from scratch. Since existing koalas are beast type, we have the plethora of beast support to work off of, namely Rescue Cat and Obedience School, which can get you 2 level 3 or lower beast monsters and 3 level 2 or lower beast monsters respectively. The premise of the deck, as touched on, will involve a suite of koalas complemented by other marsupials. As for playstyle, kind of like how Chumley bust out a 4200 attack beatstick, the deck will involve busting out giant koalas to smash the opponent. Let's kick things off with the big guy, King Koala. He can be special summoned if you control 2 or more beast monsters other than King Koala. Gains 500 attack for every koala monster you control, and grants all your beasts protection from non-targeting destruction. The other big guy of the main deck is King Kangaroo, who can be special summoned with his effect. You can destroy 1 beast you control, special summon him, then destroy 1 card on the field. Also, if he battles an opponent's monster at the end of the damage step, he destroys 1 card on the field. Those destructions are mandatory, so kinda true to the cartoonish depiction of kangaroos punching things all willy-nilly. Now we get into the smaller guys of the main deck, starting with Flippant Koala, because he flips things. If you control a set monster, you can special summon him from hand and flip all set monsters on the field face up, but the effects of non-koala monsters flipped up this way are negated for the turn. Also, if you do flip up any koalas, you get to draw a card. So this combos especially well if you open up with Desk Koala. You can set him, flip him with Flippant, deal 2000 damage to your opponent, then you can go into a rank 3 on the spot or have 2 beasts to bring out King Koala. Now we get into the greater marsupial species, starting off with the anime-exclusive Eucalyptus mole. Simple effect that when he's destroyed, you special summon 1 koala from your deck. That could be the king, the big koala, or whichever else makes sense. Combos well with a card like King Kangaroo, which can trigger its effect by destroying it, giving you 2 giant monsters ready to go. Next is Tasmanian Devil, who you can special summon from the hand or grave if 2 or more monsters are summoned at the same time. So kind of like the cards that I mentioned previously, Rescue Cat and Obedience School would allow you to trigger its effect to special summon itself. Now once he's on field, as long as you have another beast monster to activate and resolve the effect, you can target 1 card on each side of the field except himself, destroy your target, and then destroy your opponent's target. So much like the Looney Tune, destroying whatever is in his path. Finally, for the main deck we have Rescue Platypus, in addition to the Rescue family, which can summon 2 level 3 or lower flip monsters from the deck in face down defense. Now, unlike the other rescues which destroy the monsters you summon in the end phase, since this guy summons them in set mode, they'll stick until your opponent's end phase. This gives you a chance to either flip them yourself with a card like Flippant Koala, or force your opponent to get through them, or wait for them to be destroyed. Now we get into the extra deck, starting with the 2 smaller ones. First is Flame Koala, a rank 3 Xyz comprised of 2 level 3 beasts. Has a quick effect where you can detach 2 materials to then target face-up monsters your opponent controls up to the number of other koalas you control, and destroy them if their total attack is less than the total attack of all beast monsters you control. His flip side is Aqua Koala, a rank 2 comprised of 3 level 2 beasts. During damage calculation, if your other beast monster battles an opponent's monster, you can detach 1 material from him and that opponent's monster's attack or defense becomes 0 permanently, your choice. Then we have the boss Xyz Emperor Koala, who has a whopping 4000 attack and defense, made up of 2 level 7 beasts, or can also be Xyz summoned using 1 Master of Oz you control. When Xyz summoned, you can destroy 1 card on the field for every koala monster used for its Xyz summon, and then he can't be targeted by card effects while you control another beast monster. And once per turn, you can detach 1 material and target 2 level 3 or lower beasts in your grave and special summon them. Finally, we had the big fusion, Koala of Oz, comprised of 1 level 7 or higher koala monster and 1 kangaroo monster. Once per turn, you can target 1 card on the field for every level 7 or higher koala monster you control, so that'll be at least 1 counting himself, and destroy those targets. But he can't attack the turn you use this effect. Also, if he is destroyed, you can special summon one Master of Oz from your extra deck, which grants you either a 4200 attack beat stick or a way to go into your Emperor. The first spell is an anime exclusive, and that is Koala March. This lets you special summon one koala monster from your grave, then one beast from your hand that has the same or lower level. Also, you can banish this card from your grave, then target one set monster you control, flip it up, and if you do, its level becomes 7. So another way to flip up your Desk Koala, and then also combo it into your rank 7 plays or fusions that require a level 7. Next is the fusion spell, Marsupial Fusion, which you can play if you control no monsters, then use monsters from your hand or deck to bring out a fusion monster that lists a koala monster as material. It becomes level 7, but it's destroyed in the end phase, though in the case of something like Koala of Oz, that can still float back in to Master of Oz. And finally, for the trap is another card based on an anime exclusive, and that is Animal Trail. While you control a koala monster, you choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks, allowing you to redirect them to your biggest koalas. And then once per turn, if a beast or beast warrior monster you control is destroyed, you can take one level 4 or lower beast monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it in face down defense. Alright, here we go with a test hand of the koala deck. So we'll open up with Obedience School. Since we control no monsters, we can special summon 3 level 2 or lower beast monsters from the deck. Their effects are negated, but they are destroyed during the end phase. But for the rest of the turn, after it resolves, we cannot special summon monsters except beast monsters. No problem since we're running a beast-heavy deck. So we'll bring out Mystical Beast of the Forest, Tasmanian Devil, Eucalyptus Mole. We'll destroy Eucalyptus Mole with King Kangaroo to special summon from a hand. If we're going first, since these are only cards that we control, we have to destroy another card with King Kangaroo, so we'll get rid of our Tasmanian Devil. Now we'll trigger Eucalyptus Mole. Since it was destroyed, we can special summon a koala monster from our deck. We'll bring out King Koala. And then we will Xyz into our rank 7 Emperor Koala. We'll summon Rescue Cat, send it to the grave to special summon 2 level 3 or lower beast monsters from the deck. So let's bring out Desk Koala and Desk Koala. And since 2 monsters were summoned at the same time, we can then trigger Tasmanian Devil's effect in the grave to special summon it to our field. Then Xyz into a rank 3 with our Desk Koalas into Flame Koala. Set our Super Rush Recklessly, which is another card that already exists as a beast support card that works very well for the deck, being able to trigger our destruction cards like Eucalyptus Mole. And then we'll pass to our opponent. So what we have here on board is Emperor Koala, who cannot be targeted by card effects while we control another beast monster. We have a disruption here in the form of Super Rush Recklessly, as well as Flame Koala. We could trigger its effect by detaching both materials to target monsters our opponent controls equal to the number of other koalas we control, so that's 1, and be able to destroy them if their total attack is less than the total attack of all beast monsters we control, which we're about to lose this guy over here thanks to Obedience School, but otherwise we have 6200 in attack. So as long as our opponent brings out a monster with less than 6200 attack, Flame Koala would be able to get rid of it. And then on our ensuing turn, we have a couple of more plays. We could detach a material from Emperor Koala to special summon 2 level 3 or lower beast monsters from our grave, bring out the Kalantosa and a Eucalyptus Mole. Since this guy is special summoned by the effect of a beast monster, we can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. So do that. Then we can trigger Tasmanian Devil. Since we control another beast card, we can target 1 card on each side of the field and destroy them. Get rid of our Eucalyptus Mole and another card our opponent controls. Trigger Eucalyptus Mole to special summon another koala monster from our deck. We'll bring out King Koala again. So now in addition to the targeting protection that this guy has, King Koala provides our cards with destruction protection as long as those cards are not targeting our beast monsters. So that is a display of the might of the koalas. One other thing I want to show here with this deck is a little nifty 2-card combo. I kind of mentioned it in the showcase, but you summon Rescue Platypus, use its effect to set 2 Desk Koalas from your deck, and then you can flip them both up with Flippant Koala, and this is especially critical if you go first because your opponent has 5 cards in hand. You can inflict 4,000 damage on the spot, 2,000 each with the Desk Koalas, and then you can proceed to go into a rank 3 play from here, depending on what other cards you have in your hand. So that is a little bit of a demonstration with the Koala custom archetype. So that does it for the Koala custom archetype. Hope you enjoyed. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe because in 2 weeks, it's gonna be even more licious. Thanksgiving is coming up, and we'll be feasting on a heaping pot of curry.